live generously, and life will treat you royally.
Dime.
Please drink responsibly. All right, Marcellus, what you got?
I ain't got no Crown Royal, but I got you and me in the trenches. The big uglies, baby. Time for that, dudes. Let's start off with our number 3, Iowa ball hawk, A.J. Epinesa.
Love it.
Yeah, strips the ball from Tanner Morgan as Iowa upsets Minnesota.
Yes, they did.
Cost me money.
Epinesa lined up in the Hugh Douglas-style stance right there. That 4-point. At point of contact, throws a weak punch, but you know why? Because it was actually a dead arm. Got him! Throw that dead arm with the inside. Ooh, arm over. Ooh, offensive tackle. Have you realized what happened? Not yet. Still looking at the line of scrimmage. My man behind you. Running back tries to chip late. Kind of a business decision, but also he didn't know that my man had the go-go gadget arms.
Oh, wow.
Got to go get that money. Quarterback, you holding the ball like that? Ooh, I got to have that. Epinesa goes for the ball, swipes it loose. A.J. Epinesa, you know who you are? Number 3, that dude of the week.
Nice, Hawkeye.
Let's go to number 2. And this dude out there balling, nicknamed the Condor, Max Crosby of the Raiders. Crosby's house party by the Bay. Max Crosby had 4 sacks against Cincinnati, and Crosby gets some help from Deion Jordan, great get off, and he attacks the B-gap. So now the tackle has to go down there because he feels threatened. Now, Max Crosby hits him with that butt and bench, and look at the inside hand placement. All up in his grill. See that? Oh, power. I don't care how much he weighs. You're going to drive him like a Chevy truck. Get that boy out the way. Now, runs into Ryan Finley. Ryan Finley, you know you're going to take that sack. And my man Max Crosby going to do the dance. Hit him with that Yeti. Hit him with that Yeti. I see you, Condor. Number 2, that dude of the week.
Eastern Michigan, Mac Pride.
Okay, baller. And number 1, Danny Pinter, Ball State.
Yeah.
Also Hard University, Ball State lineman Danny Pinter. I'm looking out for you, Whitlock. Catches the lateral and walks in for the touchdown. I mean,
high
for the big.
I stepped with the high.
Now, y'all know Whitlock went to Ball State wishing he played. And did they call this play when he was in Muncie? But they didn't. But here you go, Whitlock. This is as good as I can do for you. Get it, Whitlock. Yeah. Why you got your helmet off, though? Why your helmet off? All right, let's look at it for real. Wide receiver goes in motion. This frees up Pinter as the eligible receiver. Oh, look at this. Draw it up, and then it's executed. Pinter isn't blocking at all. This should signal something to the DN. If you're not getting blocked, don't pass rush. Something's going on.
Retrace.
Pinter is the biggest guy on the field, but disappears. Everyone see those 3 blockers? And look at this in front of him. Catch that lateral. Oh, he got that loaf of bread in his hand.
Oh, he already
Them boys is bull. Dominoes are falling. And he just said high step on the ball.
high step on
Danny Pinter. I mean Jason Whitlock. I mean Danny Pinter. You're our number 1 that dude of the week.
Started out as a tight end at Ball State, so that came natural. All right, thank you, Marcellus.
There it is.
Time for Darnell's question of the day. Darnell, take it away.
That's my guy. My guy. My question of the day. All right, guys, let's move to Myles Garrett, who's in New York today for the appeal of his definite suspension for hitting Mason Rudolph with a helmet last week. Garrett has admitted fault for the incident. But on the other side, Mike Tomlin didn't admit anything after being asked what coaches can do to prevent future brawls. Check this out.
I don't know. You got to ask those guys. You know, I don't know that we did anything to make it happen anyway in the first place. That's why I said that we didn't have anything to learn from it.
You guys have an issue with Tomlin saying this?
No, he's 100% right. I got no issue. Tomlin's 1,000. What did they do? They were a victim.
They were victims? They were the victim. Oh, man. Okay, let me answer this question before I attack that victim statement right there. Look, Mike Tomlin is absolutely correct in his matter-of-fact way of speaking.
Look at that helmet.
You take responsibility, but there's nothing to teach. My player went rogue. Nobody told Mason Rudolph to go up there and not properly calculate the physics of this moment, try to take off Myles Garrett's helmet unsuccessfully. Try to agitate him and jump in and gang up on him unsuccessfully. And then, obviously, Myles Garrett, you shouldn't do that. But it was instigated, agitated, continued, all by one victim, supposedly, Mason Rudolph. So what I love about Mike Tomlin is he's like, look, people forget I have the 3rd most wins as an active head coach. But they always remember to talk about my team and how undisciplined it is. So guess what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to take this on the chin. I'm not going to say this is a Pittsburgh Steelers issue. But what I am going to do is go grab Mason Rudolph in private, double tap that shoulder, say, hey, look, tomorrow, which is today, I want you to go out there to the media and own this. And guess what Mason Rudolph did today?
He went out to the media.
He went out to the media and owned it. So Mike Tomlin handled it the way a coach should handle it. Privately, Mason Rudolph, you know you went rogue, you know you went wrong, and that's why you had to deal with it.
Man, it's funny because I originally said that, Mike Tomlin is ultimately responsible for setting this up. But then I had to go back, and as I walked out, I was thinking about the Pittsburgh Steelers. And whenever we lined up and played the Pittsburgh Steelers, we kind of knew what kind of game we were expecting. There's a culture that has been established in Pittsburgh where how they play it to the line and maybe a little bit beyond the line. And
Are you talking about the Browns?
Oh, no, I'm talking about the Steelers.
Steelers.
Part of the reason why you saw the Browns act like they act is because when you play the Steelers, you better bring your A game, and you better bring the physicality, or you're going to get hit in the mouth.
The Browns had 3 helmet-to-helmet hits.
That's a
guy getting in the game.
That's not culture.
In that game.
Yeah,
and a guy, Myles Garrett, has no culture. He's been, how many times he got to get fined and suspended? But anyway,
How many puppies he needs to adopt, and how much poetry he needs to write, and how many piano lessons does he give out? Don't talk about that man like
14 seconds.
You better stand up for Pittsburgh.
I'm super consistent here. I can't do it here. There's 14 seconds left in the game. You're down by 2 touchdowns. Explain this one to me. Hold on now. You were a lineman. You were a tight end. My bad. You were a tight end at Ball State. All right.
When?
Now when they were
orientation
when they were running when they were running screen plays at Ball State and you was tight end, right?
No, he wasn't.
What did y'all do to the defenders when y'all ran screens?
You let him go.
Yeah.
Therein is the truth that shall set you free, my friends. 14 seconds left. You down by 2 touchdowns, and you run a screen where you let the defensive lineman go. Coach Tomlin, you my guy. I am a Steelers fan, and I'm a Tomlin fan. But if you're going to own something, you better Twitter off calling a screen with 14 seconds left in a non-winnable game. That's what I'm talking about.
How about we just go to the class where in 101 logic and rhetoric and in debate class, the best thing to do is use someone's words against them to strangle them.
Yes.
Mason Rudolph said, I didn't like the way he tackled me.
Come on, man.
Oh, sorry, Mason.
Little bit of extra.
First of all, let me take you through this real quick. Mason Rudolph got hit, and then it clicked in Myles Garrett's head while he was in the air. Let him land on me so I don't get this penalty. This game over. He lands on him. Mason Rudolph is upset. Myles Garrett's like, wait a minute, have you ever taken a physics class? While he's getting his helmet yanked off, unsuccessfully, he says, oh, little man, this ain't gonna work. Then Mason kicks him in the manhood.
Marcellus.
And then Myles Garrett got his helmet. Can I finish? Yeah. And then he's back. He got 2 teammates and a ref all pushing him back. And here comes Mason. Hey, big man, I can fight. I'm coming to get my helmet. But no, you're not. And guess what? That's when it all went black.
Marcellus,
and it should have went there.
You were in Cabo last week when we all agreed. We all agreed.
We all agree what?
I'm about to tell you what we all agreed upon. And
I wasn't there.
But we all agreed.
What we do?
Mason Rudolph tugged at his helmet.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you see that vein?
I do not have a party for that.
That vein don't come out with no tug. That thing don't come out unless you try to get it.
It was established.
Hey,
it was established.
Whitlock did say tug the entire show, though. Tugged at his helmet.
Hey,
Colin Kaepernick's lawyer thinks Tampa coach Bruce Arians
won. Be tugging at me, dog.
In the woke Hall of Fame. Does Arians deserve induction? The most fearless discussion in sports.
Right, tug.
Hustling.